I'm back.
Alright, can you hear me well?
Yes, I can hear you much better. Perfect.
Alright, so I was right. It's really that my... Like, I bought a Sennheiser, which is usually like a brand that has very high quality headsets, but like the headset and mic is just horrible. And so I just reverted back to a $30 cheaper Logitech headset, and now you can hear me well.
That's fantastic.
You know, don't ever buy anything that isn't Logitech ever. It's as simple as that.
That's a public endorsement. You just said that live on stream.
I shouldn't, because they never answered me back when I wrote to them for bundles and everything. So fuck them. But
fuck them. But their technology is good.
Damn, they make good stuff. Yeah.
Do you want to join in with video or just audio?
Oh, just audio.
Okay, cool. So what I might do, because I'm having some trouble putting together a ship without failing and going over the boost, the power limit and weight and heat limit, I'm gonna share my screen with you, and you can tell me just how badly I've mucked it all up.
All right.
And so that maybe I can actually be beneficial when you tell me to go destroy something or defend something.
Sure thing. All right,
so let's see if I can share my screen with you here. Share screen. There we go. Alright. In we go. So.
You are not using a background image of God Factory. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Excuse you. I have several God Factory background images. They just happen to be cycling in a rotational period.
Alright, you pass, sir.
Every time my computer goes to sleep and wakes up, the background changes.
Alright, show me some God Factory now.
Alright, so if you look at your Skype window, you should be able to see my main screen, which has one of my ships on it.
What? How?
In Skype.
Right.
You see it in Skype?
Yeah, I'm on Skype.
Yeah.
But right now I'm seeing your Steam picture.
Oh.
Like an image of Steam and not God Factory.
Interesting. Why is it doing that? It should be sharing the screen. Oh, maybe it doesn't want to... Huh. It doesn't want to... Okay, maybe I have to make God Factory windowed to do that, because Skype doesn't want to look at it when it's doing a full screen thing. So give me 1 second here.
One.
There.
Now I see it.
Good. I did that in almost 1 second too. You made your snide remark about one second, and I still almost met that requirement. Okay, so...
Man, why don't you just buy a new power generator here?
Power generator. I don't know if I have enough money for one. I've got like 657 credits.
Well,
so with the
you're fucked.
Shush!
Alright,
hold on.
So, the first thing you can do right now is that both your cockpit and your bodies are like they have a lot of space here. So if you lower those, like comparatively, like you don't need as much heat capacity and as much weight. So just by lowering those two, you should make a big difference on your power.
Okay, so... Okay.
Like click on the Hawk 1, for instance. Oh, it's not that big of a difference. But let's see how it goes. Try Hawk 1. Yeah. And now on your cockpit. Arrow 1.
Okay, that brought the heat down a lot.
Not enough. It's not enough.
Okay. So
how could you stack up so much power? That's the one thing I'm wondering.
Before we start changing anything, I want to say the Hawk. Like I'm trying to build different ships for different classes and purposes. So the Hawk is supposed to be my flexible, can adapt ship, like adaptable, middle of the road. Is okay at a lot of things.
Alright, so show me the weapons. Usually that, like, we're gonna check like your builds one by one.
Okay, that's good. So with that in mind, let's figure out what we're gonna do here. Okay.
Yeah. Let's see the weapons, because usually these are very costly. Alright, shredded. Shredded, if I remember right, is not very power consumption. Does not consume a lot of power.
No.
Right. So that's not a problem here. And your wing weapon. Warfield. Warfield takes a way more power than usual, but it should not be well. In this case, like let's compare with Eagle.
Yeah, it brings me right back. It brings me back within the limit.
So yeah, the warp field, although it's pretty good on its own, it might not be as good as the Eagle if you don't have some locking speed bonus.
Okay.
Because like the warp field has something called a reset lock. So whenever you fire,
It resets, right?
it has a reset. So that means that you have a direct increase in damage by increasing your locking speed. So like
Interesting. Yeah, that's a
so
good
usually
point.
like if you want to use warp field as your main wing weapon, it's probably smarter to have a locking speed build.
Okay.
However, it's like the cost of a satellite weapon to equip is usually kind of low, so it's a good secondary weapon. Like when you have two wing weapons, because like you don't have the disadvantage of lacking ammo. Because usually when you have two wing weapons, you got a 20% of your ammo that is removed. All right. What are the abilities you are using? Because those can be very can consume a lot.
All right. So we
Like-
got optimization on one, and mirror decoy 2.
All right, so those are. I think it's definitely like even then you. Oh, show me your thrusters. Media. Look at the power consumption here. Compared to is the blue number on the bottom right. So
186.
it's not that big of a difference compared to the S-Sonic. Alright, and your wings?
Stallions.
Yeah, Stallions are very costly in speed. In power, I mean.
Yeah, 207 versus 159. Yeah, wow. Okay.
So I think that by joining up both Stallion and Warfield, you have your overshoot here, right here.
Okay.
In general, power is associated with both shield and speed, and like some ability related stuff.
Okay.
Heat is more for high fire rate, high power weapons and energy related stuff.
Okay.
Whereas weight is related to resistance and ammunition and stuff like that. Like weapons that have a lot of ammo will weight way more than other kind of weapons.
Gotcha.
So usually what happens is that if you have too many things focused like on these different aspects, like if you have a ship that is both good at having a lot of shield and having a lot of speed, usually that's where you're gonna overshoot.
Gotcha. Okay. So to build a ship that is balanced, and just flexible, we would want to do what? Because two of my 3 ship builds right now are human, so we could get rid of one and then have all those parts, open and available again, and just build whatever we can out of the scrap.
That could be an option. Usually a balanced ship will, in my opinion, will focus on having strong parts that provide with a lot of capacities.
Okay.
Because then you can fill them up to have like more different roles stacked up due to having more leeway.
Okay.
For instance, the Hawk is a very specialized cockpit, not cockpit, a very specialized body for
Speed.
For speed, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
If you want something that is more generalist, you will need the tank, probably,
Tank. Okay.
because it has higher capacities and it costs less in speed.
All right.
So it opens up more doors.
Okay. And what would the profit be good for?
The Prophet is very good if you want something that is not quite as specialized as the Hawk for speed, but still good, and especially because the ability cooldown is crazy there. So if you want something that is good at, supporting with tons of abilities,
Yeah,
like
a support. So
spamming
it would be a
decoys
good
and
support class ship.
or if you have like a Prophet with a supply ability and like you try to stack up as much your ability cooldown, you would use that one, and like you could have this medic kind of.
Yeah. I
That's
was
what-
thinking the next ship I wanted to build would be a cool support ship because there's a lot of human parts that make for a really great defensive support class.
Yep.
But I don't have the money for them yet. So let's build a good all-around ship first, and we'll call that this first ship, and then we'll move on to my other parts
All right.
and the other.
So,
okay.
so if you want something that's good in like many different things, I would recommend the tank first.
Alright, so let's
like,
start with that.
Anyway, you can have a higher speed just by switching your wings. Like for instance, right now you have wings that are pretty good at speed.
Yeah.
And like that's gonna be great.
Yeah,
and,
it's compensating for the. It's funny because this is actually what my Eagle build was before, was the tank and these boosters. So
All right.
let's keep moving forward. Cockpit.
So, if you have both strong thrusters and strong wings, you're gonna have like a lot of focus on speed. Although, like right now, 456 is not good speed. Oh, it's because I think it's because you got too high power. Could it be?
The power
And you're
is 10. Is
Like,
just
what's the penalty? What's the penalty? I don't remember. Just wait on it.
each power in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
inflicts penalties to speed. So
Okay,
that's a problem
so
right
we'll bring-
now.
as soon as we
But
bring
we're
that
gonna
down,
fix
it'll-
that very quickly.
Okay.
You just have to lower Stallion to rank 1 and the problem is solved.
Okay,
There you go.
what does lowering the rank do? Like, what am I losing by doing
Lower
that?
costs. Like the costs are much lower for, well, not much lower, but are lower for Mark 1 versus Mark 2. And like since the increase you get from higher wings are usually higher speed, since by using these wings you go over your power capacity, you are actually lowering your speed for more costs.
Gotcha. So what I should do is outfit with the parts that I want first at rank 1, and then start upgrading them to rank 2 as I can afford.
When you start, yes, but eventually I would recommend building mostly with rank 3s because they are usually like, how could I say, rank 3 are always good for even endgame ships, like no matter the rank.
Okay.
However, like let's say Trident rank 1 will always suck
Yeah.
because it's like rank 1
Yeah.
and Mark 1.
Yeah.
But Trident 3 is actually good.
Okay.
And you can like, so once you are starting to get, once you have more unlocks, sorry, I'm still looking for my words, I'm too tired.
It's okay.
When you have like more stuff unlocked and everything, I would recommend like getting Mark 3s.
Mark 3s. Okay, and what about Mark 4s?
Mark 4s are very costly, like both in price in the game with credits and their resource cost for your capacities. So usually you should have like maybe 4 or 5 different Mark 4s and everything else on Mark 3. Usually. It is possible in some circumstances when you really choose well your parts to have like more Mark 4s, but usually it can be like a bit tricky to balance out.
Gotcha. Okay, so Mark 3s are the best of all worlds, it would seem.
And they are the most balanced. And this is what you seem to be looking.
Yes. Yeah, for this
So-
particular build, yeah.
All right.
So, okay, cool.
So when you say balanced, you mean like it can do a lot of things, right?
I mean, I can.
Alright.
If I need to defend, I can defend. If I need to attack, I'll attack it. And I'm not gonna be the best, but I'm going to be capable.
So you have to choose like, to me, a balanced ship is not a ship that can do everything, but has some strengths in many different regards.
Yes.
So for instance, usually for a more balanced ship, you will want weapons that do not require luck, because that will make them better at taking down the hull.
Fair enough. That's a good point. So then, shred it or pepper box. Well, actually, any of these 3 are okay.
Any of these.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you will want like weapons that aren't too close range, usually, which is good once again for shredded.
So that
has
knocks
good
out
range.
pepper box and Rotarian. Those are 2 close range.
The Warfield is not a good choice for, and the Eagle either, for something balanced, because they both have an umbrella, meaning that like they can't fire at close range.
Yeah.
So usually, if you want something that will fit with more rolls, I would recommend like looking for something different.
Do I have?
Although, to be fair, the Eagle, you can free fire it and hope to hit your target even though it's not there. But like,
I don't know if I can afford anything. I can afford a
Hornet you could, that's for sure.
I could afford.
You got
that
Eagle
too.
2 though. Eagle 2 is good.
Any of these 3 things.
Payload mines are not good main weapons.
No, they're
Main
great. I read the description. They seem to be really great for support and defense.
Yeah, but I
because-
mean they are very good if it's your secondary win
Yeah,
weapon.
yeah.
If you have like wins with 2 slots.
Gotcha. Okay, so I can afford any of these things here.
All right.
In class 1.
Look for other species wing weapons because sometimes wing weapons can be switched from one species to another. All right, so here you got nothing. If you had the Trillium is one of the best overall like balanced kind of weapon in the game.
Yeah. What's it do?
Because, well, it fires 3 missiles. It has like rather good DPS, good ammo, good range. It's just overall good, but it's not doing anything that special. But it's good overall.
Yeah, it sounds like exactly what I'm
Like-
looking for.
Like when we, it's crazy because when I saw the description and everything, and I was checking the stats, I was like, doesn't seem like it's any interesting. It's not a fun weapon. But then I played it, and I was like, but it's crazy good. But like, in no obvious manner. It's just that it has these small edges in so many areas that we actually had to nerf it.
Ha.
But I thought at first that it would suck.
So, I can afford it, but I can't.
Equip it.
What's the? Let me see what the requirement is. I need,
You need
twin
to-
2. Okay.
Yeah, you need twins. Exactly.
Well, we can start on that, I guess. But let's see.
Do you have a Guantry build?
What?
Do you have a Guantry?
I do. No,
Oh.
not Guantry. I got Arblos.
Yeah, so you won't be able to unlock a Trillium in quite a bit then.
Right. Yeah.
Because you would need like...
That's right.
have you done the tutorial?
Yes, I have.
Because that unlocks a lot of
A
money.
lot of money. Yeah, I know. I spent all of that. Money
All right.
management has never been my thing.
So, yeah. In your case, for that particular build, I would recommend like seeing if Trillium works for you.
Okay.
So eventually
Eventually getting
maybe
that.
buy a Guantry build.
But in the meantime,
In the meantime, let's see if Arblos got anything for human. Well, you had a Warfield,
I feel
obviously.
I have that on.
And then Jorian, I don't think there's a lot of stuff that is compatible with humans.
That's another support satellite, and I can't afford it. Well, I could afford it, but it's another satellite weapon.
Yep. Oh, there's a Gemini, which is also fairly balanced. It's like it has a very good area blast, so it's pretty good bombing weapon, but it's not free fire though. But since it blasts, like let's say you take down turrets with it, it will damage the hull twice.
Yep.
Once for the blast and once for a turret being destroyed.
Ah. Well, it's again right now. It's something that I can think about, but not really do anything with right now because I don't have.
True that. All right, so let's go back to human and see if there's something that wing weapons we should strive for. Yeah, Blue Rose would be doing a good job for that.
Okay.
But it's gonna take a while to unlock, obviously. So maybe starting with the Hornet, knowing that it's your objective to get there. I don't know though if I would recommend Hornet or Eagle in this case, because like I said, the Eagle has this umbrella, but it's not that problematic because if you're very close, even if you don't have a lock on, you could hit your target, like even a ship with the Eagle.
Yeah.
It's something I started doing. It's pretty fun because, you know, you're not even locking on, so you're manually firing at the targets, and when you land a shot, you're like, yes!
Yes. Yep. All right. I could. No, I've got 300 credits, so that's not enough to buy anything new. I just bought the Hornet
We
version
should just join
1
a
now.
match and earn some money.
Okay. Well, let's optimize everything as best we can first, and then
Alright.
we'll go back and join something and earn some dough.
Sure thing.
So,
What do we got for cockpits?
cockpits, we have Arrow 2 and Harpoon 1.
Alright. So right now we can't afford to increase arrow anyway, so let's see for the wings. Alright, you don't have that great of a speed right now. That's one thing I find problematic, but like we can't increase that. What's the speed for Trident 2? It opens up some doors because as you can see you have more leeway on your power. by changing that.
Yep.
So let's see if we can decrease the wings but increase the thrusters for a better gain in power.
I only have one level of Myrmidia thrusters.
So let's say S Sonic 2. See, your speed has increased there.
Yes.
Like over what it was before. But now you have more power, so that should feel good.
Yes.
And now let's see the power generator. Do you have anything else?
Of course.
Oh, you have many options.
Yes.
Alright. C-Vent. Yeah, I think the C-Vent has poor power capacity. Let's compare it with Marathon and Charger. Alright, and Charger. Right, a Charger 2.
Oh.
See, there you have...
There
like,
it is. That's where it was.
So, if you want something that is more broad in its use, right now I would recommend Charger number 2.
Got it.
Although, like, what did you gain with C-Vent? I think it's energy regen, right? No, it's not. Oh, it's because it's very heat efficient.
Yeah.
Which is usually good, but like having a heat efficient core, your power core is very useful if you want to make a very offensive ship and like have multiple weapons.
Lots of weapons
That's
and doing a
where
lot of
heat stacks up.
Gotcha. Okay. But so that's good for a super offensive ship, but not specifically for my ship. And in fact, since we might be making one of those in one of the other builds, we should save it.
Yep.
Okay. So and then Marathon. Oh, Marathon ups my power even more.
Yeah,
Actually,
but not significantly.
It looks like green all across the board for Marathon. Bless you.
Yes, but your energy regen takes a hit. Like, click on the extended stats.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
See? So, like, and the boost in boost is actually pretty good. Like, having if you're on Charger, like, it gives you a bonus of 180 in boost speed. And that is good because, like, if you want to be very useful on different fronts, having a good boost speed is useful because that means you can be anywhere you're needed.
Yeah, good idea.
Exactly.
Good point. Very good point. Would you make this game or something? All right, shields. Right now I'm running Quicksilver.
Quicksilver.
Restores energy as I get attacked.
Right. And you are comfortable with that idea?
I like the
this is what you want?
I like the idea because I thought like, oh, well, if I'm in a tough spot and I'm getting bombarded, I will be able to get out of there faster.
How much shield do you lose though?
Let's see.
Like compared to Ingot?
1458, 1489.
Oh, it's not major.
No.
It's not major. Yeah, I think Quicksilver is actually your best bet. It's the most balanced in terms of like how it takes up your Right, yeah, go for it.
Okay,
Quicksilver 2 is
sweet.
good.
I made
right
a good
now,
choice.
I'm thinking maybe we can increase your cockpit. Now that we've made some changes. There.
Oh, wow,
see,
yeah.
See how you're like now you're getting more balanced. Alright.
Alright, main computer. Gee, this GEP seems familiar.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't know what that could be. Some of the bot names now that I think about it.
Alright, so Chip Doctor, Purge Cooldown Aura. That's actually good for balance. Is it like including you or not?
Say again?
Is the passive cooldown aura includes you or excludes you? Because some auras like are good for everyone, and including yourself. Alright, that's good. That's very good.
Cool.
Got nothing against that. Alright, and you don't really need locking speed with your current setup, which is a good thing. Alright, Kerala, targeting range if you are attacking. Like I said, you don't really need locking speed, so Kerala sounds like... I'm not sure.
This one's all about homing weapons, so it seems like it's of the two options. It made
go back
sense.
to Kerala though, because you lose targeting range with Kerala, except if you are attacker.
Interesting.
So right now, I think maybe the padlock might be the best of the two. Yeah, I think it would.
Okay.
Go back to the shop and let's see like what's the third option for these aiming computer weapon controllers. Yeah, Écureuil might be the right choice. Because here's my thinking. Humans are very good at doing maneuvers. Alright, they are probably the best, maybe aside from the Guantries in some aspects. And that one makes you good at aiming, but only when you are drifting. But it's something you can apply like in a balanced gameplay.
Huh.
As long as you just do a lot of maneuvers.
I do like drifting, and I do a lot of backwards drifting. That is the most useful thing I've found. It's
Be careful because it's the most costly by far in terms of energy cost. So sometimes it's best to use other kinds of maneuvers. But yeah, in a pinch, it really helps.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
All right.
You're gonna hear a loud noise. Don't worry about it. I'm not angry at you. It's just that there's a fly on my wall and it's gonna die.
I'm gonna take my headphones
Ah,
off.
I missed. Damn it.
So the loud noise was you cursing, not actually killing the fly.
Seems so.
Seems you need
All
a
right.
better targeting computer, Neil.
Fuck you, bitch. Alright, now we just gotta check your abilities.
Yep.
Alright.
Mirror decoy I've been using wonderfully to
Increase your damage output, right?
No, I was using straight decoy to do that. I was using mirror to distract and avoid and elude.
Damn it. Sorry, I missed the fly. Like, it was under my finger, and I could feel it, like, squeeze out.
Uh-huh.
Bitch. Sorry.
It's okay.
Alright, so you were saying? You
So
were using
I've
straight
been-
decoy for...
Straight decoy for damage output, say when I'm like flying right towards a carrier part, but I've been using mirror decoy to evade and elude.
Well, you can use it for both if you use the Mark II anyway. As long as you don't move too much, you can actually, like, stack up your fire and your decoy's fire. Once you start moving, though, you lose it.
So it's good
But-
good for both things.
Exactly. So,
So it
if you want
seems
balance,
balanced.
you want something that can be used in more context. There we go.
Perfect.
Ability. I think your optimization program might not be the best choice here.
Yeah.
My line of thinking is it's a very specific need to increase the mobility. Like usually if you play with Arblas and Jorians, they're going to be pretty happy about having that kind of boost. In your case, and in the case of a Guantry, it might not necessarily be what they are looking for. So I think, personally, that Optimization Program 1 would be better than Optimization Program 2 in this case, because higher resistance at least would always apply to you as something useful, because you only have 22%, so increasing it to 32% is a huge boon, and then you can also do it for your friends. So that's the thing that with Optimization Program, it's good for you and your friends near you.
Yes.
But like if it's not good on you, like if it's not something you really like, you're not focused on speed and you don't have a weakness in speed, so Optimization Program 2 might not be like the most useful thing ever.
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense, and it's nice to see that certain parts, like number 2, doesn't necessarily mean it's better than 1. It just means it's different.
Exactly, especially with add-on abilities.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would definitely recommend Optimization Program 1 in this case. And besides, you want to be like more balanced, and usually humans have a weakness in survivability, especially like if they're out of decoys. So this optimization program is more likely to make you last longer.
Just a thought. This just occurred to me now. It could be interesting for things that specifically are not incremental improvements at cost of like power or heat. Like say for this optimization program, instead of a 1, 2, 3, 4, it might be beneficial to call them A, B, C, D.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I just like the fact that it's all clean.
Yeah, that's true. It's
and
very
like in the case of the quantum
unified.
book, it is incremental in power.
Oh, okay.
And it costs. Like it's just that most add-ons are not like this.
Well, the quantum could stay. What I was saying is specifically for parts that weren't, they could be alphanumeric as opposed.
I think it would be confusing, like
Yeah.
because it would only apply to add-ons.
Yeah.
And not all of them.
Yeah, that's true. All right, keep it clean then. Optimization program 1, all resistance is +10. So then, Shred It we thought was the best one because it was slightly longer range. Wing weapons we were gonna do.
All right, now we gotta choose between Hornet or Eagle, and in both cases, I'm not sure. Hornet is definitely better for gunship attacking, and Eagle is definitely better for bombarding. Like, Eagle is not a very good weapon for defense, that's for sure.
Okay.
But, like, since you can already increase your own damage output using your decoy, that is good for defense. So it might not be a weakness there. So it's a matter of preference.
I think because my other human build was meant to rush and bombard, like a ship. I think that would be better for that one. So
alright, so I would go with Hornet then. So your main weakness with that ship, although it's balanced in other areas, is that it has no blasting weapons and nothing to take down groups. But it is pretty rare to be the role of a human to take down on groups. Like, they're more focused on targets. It's more in line with their specialties.
Yeah,
I think that right now you have a ship that is pretty well balanced, and the extra you have in in your weight capacity must increase your ammo by a lot. I'm sure that you won't have to dock as often as you normally would with a human. Click on the extended stats and hover above the ammo count. Top right. There. On the actual ammo number. Plus 22%.
Oh wow, that's nice. That's awesome. I love it.
So you won't be needing a lot of ammo for a while.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I'm excited.
So now look at your traits. Response, restore energy, velocity, more handling. So when you boost, you are quite nimble. You don't have a lot of traits, but that's okay. You're not aiming for that.
Yeah,
you got crazy good boost. Like 3,000 is very high.
Fantastic. That means I can get back where I'm needed.
Your speed, though, is not very high for a human ship. So now we are left with one last choice. We might wanna humanify a bit more your human ship by using the Hawk or the Prophet instead of the tank. That would mean less ammo.
Okay.
And probably a dip in your resistance.
Okay.
But that's just I'm opening it to you because you definitely have some leeway there.
Okay, well, let's take a look and see what each thing does.
Because look at your speed. Look at your speed right now.
Yeah.
856 is way more.
Yeah.
But look at your average resist.
Yeah, everything came way down.
Yeah. So that is scary. We might have something that is more adjusted here with the ability cooldown, which is always cool. But then again, no, you don't want ability cooldown because the one ability that requires ability cooldown less is the optimization program.
Yeah.
Because you can actually keep it refreshing just by staying through. So yeah, I think we might be on the best one.
Yeah, I think tank is the right thing to do here.
All right.
So now it's funny you mentioned we can either go to my next. My other human ship was designed to do a lot of damage to carrier parts, but then my R-Blossom ship was meant to engage a lot of ships at once, or at least I thought it was, but I don't know. So, which one do you want to play with next?
I don't know. You choose.
Let's go look at the vulture, which is my R-Blossom.
All right. So you want it to be good at taking down
ships,
groups of stuff.
And so far, it has proved pretty adequate at this.
All right. Quantum hook level 3.
Yes, that's correct.
That's what I want to hear.
Or, well, whatever the quantum hook I have the most of. Where's that? Yep, level 3
there,
hook.
add-on.
Yep, got it.
Alright.
It's been wonderful.
Alright. You are quite borderline on weight. What are your weapons?
Weapons are Torsion 2, Bramble 3.
Alright, so high DPS weapons.
And no wing weapon. There's no secondary wing weapon. because I ran out of weight. I think that was the issue.
But that would be easy to increase just by having a higher mark
Yeah,
body.
right. So we'll be able to do that, hopefully.
Let's see it.
Okay, so
Click on body. Alright, you only have the first one. Yeah, for a class 3 ship to have a Mark 1, rank 1 body might be a bit difficult.
Yeah. What do we have over here? So I've unlocked it. I just never upgraded them. That's annoying. Okay, well it doesn't take much to get 2, and 3 I could get within a few battles. So maybe I guess I could leave Arblas in the garage for a few ships and fight with my other 2 ships. Well, we'll see. We'll see how we customize this first.
Well, is it doing the right job for you at the moment?
It's been doing pretty well, actually.
So
my only complaint has been
speed.
speed. Yeah, that is.
I look at it and I'm like, oh, speed.
Yep.
What's your boost speed though? Must be good since it's an R. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yep.
And it's not like it was lacking in shield either. Alright. Dagger targeting range, Harvester targeting, Harvester amplified damage. Yeah, if you want to take down groups, definitely I encourage you to use a Harvester.
Okay, which is a body.
Amplified damage. No, I mean you've got like the traits Harvester, targeting plus, and Harvester amplified damage.
Yep.
One thing I found, like, this is kind of similar to my own Arblas current build, which is a very defensive ship, like with the territorial and everything. And what happens is I lay out viral mines, and viral mines, like, they chain attack once they explode.
That's what I was. That's what I had in my secondary slot for a while, and I was always dropping them in the shield generator room.
And what happened is that, like, once I had 3 kills in less than 2 minutes.
Wow, that's awesome.
Because, like, I knew they were coming to the force field generator. I just laid out, like, a path of mines, and once they got here, I just switched weapon and started bombing them, so they had the DPS of all 3 weapons triggering all at once in their face.
God,
I was taking down the whole group,
glorious.
and, like, every time one of them died, I became stronger and got amplified damage and everything, and I kept on, like, following them and using, like, my abilities to make sure they can't get away. 3 kills in 2 minutes.
That's incredible.
So that's something that was very fun to do. But then again, it was a very defensive ship. Like, it has the carrier command to boost your turrets, and yeah, so like I can self black hole with viral mines while I shoot, like everything explodes everywhere and they die. Pretty fun.
Sounds awesome.
So since you got no money and you seem to have like less parts on that ship, on that species, yeah. And besides, like, it got the Guerrilla, which is the same as... Oh no, you got Padlock now, so it's no longer a problem. Alright. Because I thought you had the same thing as your Hawk.
Yeah, we have a few choices here, but not huge.
Alright, so
basically.
I think you got wings that increase locking speed right now.
Yes.
Am I correct?
Yes.
And do you have a computer and a weapon control unit that can increase locking speed?
Plus 22 locking speed, S840.
Alright, that's not bad. And for a computer, the control unit, H7. What about wide? 80. Alright, and your weapons that you are using are not reset lock, correct? I think you might want, like, if you want something that's good at taking down stuff, find a way to add your warp field on that ship as a secondary weapon, so that when a target is about to flee, you can try and have one last big hit on them with a warp field.
I like that idea. Okay,
and
so
like if you have good locking speed, you higher your chances of that happening.
Alright, so we added warp field into the secondary wing slot, but we're just slightly over on weight.
Yep.
So let's find a way to tone that down.
I think it would be best to just like play one match and just buy a new body, because that's definitely where you are lacking.
Okay, cool. So, and everything else is okay. Gorilla was good. shields, model 1, I'm using model 2, which is high recharge. It really didn't seem that much worse to me, only losing like 400 shields for the higher recharge. It seemed worth it to me. But what do you think? Maybe not, because I'm engaging ships, I don't know.
Since you are engaging ships that are maybe not engaging you directly, like if you are more like using it to be defensive, I would go with model 1. If you want to be more actively dogfighting, like even in scenarios where you're being shot at, model 2 might be best, because then once you go back inside, it recharges faster, so you can use it back for that function more often.
Yeah, I think I'm going to stay with model 2 then. So then, output versus POW Z14.
Well, by using POW, you gain back some of that shield you lost by changing your shield generator. So it might be a good way to balance things out.
Okay. And look at that, we're under the weight limit now too.
Like using POW and using the shield model too, like that brings you to a rather low score on shield for an hourglass. Since you have no speed, you're a sitting duck, you want some shield.
Okay. Now our thrusters, stream versus locate.
Yeah, you definitely can't afford to reduce your speed anymore.
No, exactly. And horn was plus locking, which is good.
Right now, since you're not using 2 wing weapons, it might be... Oh,
no, we are.
Plus
We've got
plus 98 shield, that's good too. But like, horn is the slowest in terms of speed.
It's alright. What I've been doing is boosting in, dropping in, unloading everything on everyone I see, and then leaving again.
That's being an Arblas.
Yep.
Alright.
So,
and you got better defense, I think.
Yeah, okay, cool. So that's all set. Vulture is set. Eagle now, which was the one I had set. Now there's a couple parts in here that are obviously used on the other ships, so we're going to have to do some rematching.
Let's remove them, like, straight away.
Okay.
Remove those and R.
Prophet is not used. Harpoon, is that being used?
It's not used. Nope.
Okay.
You're using Arrow 2 right now.
Okay.
Trident is not used either. You've got Stallion.
No, wait. I don't think... Are you sure?
Nope. Nope, I'm not. You're right, you're using Trident, so Stallion for the other one now.
Yeah. I think we're using... Gam, you gotta program in, like, one of these can have, like, a red overlay on the square here or something. So I can know if it's being used.
I know.
Okay, wait. I wasn't paying attention. So okay. So I am using a Sonic.
You got a Sonic on both.
So we gotta use Myrmedia. All right. We were using Charger, weren't we?
Yep.
Yes.
Because we wanted to boost me.
So I've got Marathon or C-Vent.
Alright, you are probably better using the C-Vent here because the Harpoon cockpit is very low on heat cap.
Okay.
But then again, now your power is taking a big dip. Damn it. Damn it! What's the goal of that ship again? Bombarding?
Get in and blow shit up on the carrier.
Get in and blow shit up. Alright, so... Well, Stallion definitely fits. Prophet only fits if you use a straight decoy. From what I imagine. Yeah. Alright. That's good. You need some survivability anyway, and so the small increase in resistance seems to be worth it.
With the Prophet, you mean?
What are your weapons? Eagle 2, I guess?
Rotarian. And Eagle 2, yeah.
Alright. This is more expert, but if you really want to do something that is very good at taking down parts quickly, you gotta switch your Rotarian for a Pepper Box.
Alright.
Because Pepper Box, like, it's 100 damage a shot if you're within, like, very close distance. Well, you do the math.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Alright, so Pepper Box then. And then Wing Weapon was Eagle.
Yeah. that is gonna be a very good combo to take down parts.
Perfect.
I swear. And especially like since you can also take down the hull that way, you can take down the turrets that way, and then when you focus on that part, as long as you stay close, it's pretty good. Eventually, what you will want is to increase your decoy ability. Right now it's straight, but you will need to change it for multiple decoy, because those, like, they all stack up, so you've got like 3 other decoys all shooting with you.
Ooh.
With their pepper box at the same time as you as well as
oh god, that
your
sounds
eagle. So like
that sounds
goes
terrifying.
crazy fast.
That sounds terrifying.
There you go.
Cool. Okay. So what about add-on? I think stealth module is free. Yes, it is. Which is good because it lets me get to where I'm going without being seen.
Yeah, definitely. And more than that, it also, like in some cases, it lets you just get the fuck out.
Yes. Yes.
Because you're squishy. You're very squishy.
It's true. So straight decoy, padlock or gorilla? I would say gorilla, right?
Yeah, definitely. No question about it.
Okay.
Now your power is crying. Damn it.
Only by 6 points. I'm sure we can find a place to bring that down.
It might be a case of needing to change for the hawk.
Okay.
Not sure.
What computer? Okay, so I have to use Jeb. Gep? Yeah, it's Gep.
Yeah. Get protocol.
I always did that. I did that at PAX too. Alright, so Gep.
Alright, so contain speed plus. I want to tell you how to use it well. So if you want to go back to your computer. Right, so contain speed plus. You gain a 200 spike of speed when you do a contain. The best way to use it is that if you're ever stuck like on someone slowing you down, or you're getting shot at, or you are inside a black hole,
Purge.
you purge, and then you do a boost forward. Like not a boost,
But just a small
dash
quick
forward,
boost.
like
Gotcha.
the
Okay.
small jump. right?
Awesome.
And you're gonna go crazy far.
That's awesome. Do
Right.
I assume I hold it, correct?
Yeah.
So, question: does boosting, doing the quick boost forward and drifting, that goes faster than your standard thrusters, correct?
Yes, but not faster than your boost,
Yeah.
unless you have a speed above like 1,100.
Right. Not never. It wouldn't ever be faster than your major boost. Gotcha. Okay.
No, it can be. It can be much
but-
faster.
okay.
Like the fastest you can be in a game is with a high speed, more than a high boost speed.
Oh wow. Interesting.
But like you need a very dedicated build for that.
Yeah. Gotcha.
That's crazy fun.
I bet. So get protocol. Now we're on shields. What were we using on Hawk? Quicksilver.
Quicksilver.
Energy. I thought, weapon systems, optimizing attack made sense with Gold Nugget.
Yeah, well, you don't really need locking speed.
No? Okay. So what would
So
Ingot be better?
let's look at the cost. It's what matters. Like if Gold Nugget is more cost efficient,
It
what
is.
Yeah, it is, especially for power.
Yep.
So there
So there we go.
it does matter.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm thinking this event might not be the greatest choice here.
Okay.
We might need to go for the LS Marathon
Okay.
because you're using Charger with that one.
Hello. Okay, so we got Marathon 2.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to switch to Marathon.
Okay. Yeah, well, that brought everything down. So Mountain, maybe now we could go back to Quicksilver, right? Or no,
What you got?
Ingot.
But is it really what we want? Like for a bit of shield recharge?
Yeah, maybe not.
What about the defense? Like, does it increase average resist to go to Ingot? Nope.
No. Okay, so just leave Nugget.
Yeah.
All right. And then so Marathon 2, and then that's no option, and right now we have
But
Prophet.
even if we have no option, it's coherent right now.
Yes, it makes great sense for what it is. Hawk would not be beneficial.
I have to stress something. To use this build well, since you're not using the Hawk, you're using the Prophet and not the tank, you need to be very consistently using your decoys. Not just emergency situations.
Just use them for offense. Yeah.
Because it will increase your damage output very significantly.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I can definitely do that. Alright. I think this one's set. So we've got Eagle Mark III, Hawk Mark II, Vulture Mark III. Awesome.